Gotta love it. Gotta love it when it works. When it works, we're here, we're drawing, hanging out. The picture looks good. The lighting looks good. I think the audio is good. And I just don't want it to skip around doing stuff. And so let me see. Let me turn around, turn over here. We're talking. I can see myself over there. We are live on Facebook. Hey, I'm DeltaTangoMike. Let me turn that on so you can see who I am. DeltaTangoMike. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok as DeltaTangoMike. Let's turn that down a little bit just in case. Boom, got my streaming music ready and going. I am on Behance and LinkedIn as The Creative Genius. And as you know, I draw all the time. I share all the time. I demo all the time. I'm demoing different apps, different drawing apps that help me in my creative workflow as a professional artist. So I'd like to share my process in case you're interested in leveling up your skills or even just figuring out how a particular app works. A lot of the work that I do on Behance, let me switch cameras so we can make it fun. A lot of the work that I do on Behance is on Adobe platform, either Adobe Fresco, Illustrator, or Photoshop, but mostly Fresco, because Fresco allows me to draw in vector brushes and have a vector file that I can use that helps me use the artwork in many ways. And so that's where you'll find me with Fresco. But when I stream on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, I jump on Sketchable, and that's what we're gonna do tonight. So I did an update. I'm gonna update the description of the video, but for now it just says late night drawing, and that's how we're gonna do this. So let me go ahead and turn on my screen. So I have my big Cintiq right here. I have a surface back here, and so once I start the Sketchable app, then you'll be able to see when I move my hand over here on the surface, everything on this screen, the Cintiq, follows up with my hand. So let me go ahead also. No, not this one. Let me go right here. Boom, there goes my screen, but I gotta fix it. So let me fix my screen. 3, boom, there it is. And it's gonna show up on 3, turn it off. I'm working with Cinemaker, and that's what I'm doing here. There's a computer over here. Cinemaker now runs on a laptop, a MacBook. So I have Cinemaker on a MacBook here. I got Cinemaker on the phones, and that's where you can see me. And so I can switch cameras and go back and forth and keep talking, yakety schmackety. And then I can click on my screen, and then you can see what's on my screen. And I can turn on my camera, so then you can see me and see what I'm talking about. So let's move that over a little bit, and let's see if that works. Is that better? That's a little bit better. Let's do it again. There it is. How about now? A little bit better. I think that works. I don't know. You tell me, huh? If it works, if it doesn't work, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. And so if anybody has any questions or comments, please drop it in the comments section so that I can answer. I will keep monitoring. I have another computer over here that I'm gonna pay attention to. So if you got some questions, say something. In the meantime, let me go ahead and change to a new, go back to the drawing that I'm supposed to be working on. This is some storyboards that I am setting up for a video series with Sketchable. And so I just threw some ideas in here as a way to start getting my thoughts out. You know, as soon as you start feeling that creative flow, put it out there on paper. Do it digital, do it traditional, it doesn't matter. I do keep a little notebook with me. And I throw all my ideas in here, right? So you need to write that out. Got big notes to myself. Got work to do. And then plenty of sketchbooks and drawing devices, and then Evernote, OneNote, things like that, just so that you can get the information out of your head. Do not walk around in your day thinking, oh, that's a great idea, I'm gonna follow that up real soon. when I have a moment to sit down. No, it doesn't work like that. You don't have a moment to sit down. You'll forget, and then the idea is gone. All right, come on, Sketchable. I was just updating some things, so now it's getting stuck. Come on, let's see. Come on, you're not doing anything. This is some work that I did for Coca-Cola. Live scribe stuff. Okay, there go the storyboards. And then some other drawings. And so I started these drawings as a way to show off everything that Sketchable does, and to find a way into Sketchable's app as one of the drawings that come with the app. So as this, so here's the original Sketchable. They call the journals. Inside Sketchable, the application itself, it comes with artwork in it. So there's there's a concept car, the sneakers, the astronaut, and the camera. They added one more. What happened to it? What did I do? I must have deleted it, or have I? No, yeah, they had one more. It was a brand new one. It was some buildings. Maybe I turned it off. Let me see. No, I broke it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I broke it. Let me see that. Yep, it's sorry. Anyways, so Sketchable comes with some drawings already in it, and that's where I want my drawing to fit into. So let's see if we're done. Okay, are we done playing around? Yes, we are. Look at that. Boom. There goes Sketchable. So Sketchable is a drawing app that comes in Windows 10 that you can install and use with Windows 10 machines. I have a Surface. It's Windows 10, so it has access to Sketchable. I'm just seeing things now that I need to fix. And then in any Windows machine, you can install Sketchable, and as long as you have a drawing tablet of some kind, you can draw with it. You can also draw with the mouse, probably. Let's see. I got the mouse hooked in. That's some green right there. Let's just use any color. Oh yeah, look at that. You can draw with the mouse. And it supports keyboard shortcuts, which is a big deal when you're drawing, because you want your drawing hand to be on the screen doing stuff, and then your non-drawing hand on the keyboard doing some shortcuts to help speed up and facilitate the options that are available on the app. So let's go ahead and find out where we left off. So there's the outline. This is a line. I don't know what that is. Let me turn that off. What's that? Oh yeah, Art Life All In. Cool, cool, cool. This is my reference. And so it's some guy jumping in the air. I'd like to call this piece All In, as DTM is all in with the Art Life. There we go. Pencils. So I haven't worked. And then the green. This is all in the gauntlet. Some of the yellow. And so what I'm doing is I'm using other brushes that I don't normally use, like the pencil and the marker, in a way to give it a 3D comic book feel. It's not really 3D, it's more like a comic book, and that's what I'm after with this. This is one idea that I had for Sketchable. This is my colors. And then, but we've settled on other ideas that I'm going to sketch out later this week. So there go some dark colors. Yep. And then some more browns. Yep. And so as you can see, all these layers, they combine to give me the look that I'm after. So this is on the outside. So this is an actual color. Yep, there it is. This is white, or some kind of bright color. Come on, come back. There you go. Where are you? There it is. Is that it? Yep. And then, so there it is, and it's kind of a white. So let's go ahead and grab it right there. Boom. And I see some things that I want to do. So of course, I have played around with my brushes, and they're all different now. There you go. And that's not it, but that's kind of cool too. I think it's this one. Yep. So now turn that down, undo that, go up, go down, down. Look at that. Just adding little details. Yeah. I mean, everybody likes to draw, right? Doesn't everybody like to draw? Word. Cool, cool, cool. What's up to Jimmy and Liberty who's stopping by? Left a thumbs up. If you are watching, anybody who's watching and want to leave a thumbs up, I won't be mad. There we go. Cool. So there goes the pants little by little. These are all the pant colors, and I combine different layers to get the effect that I'm after. There goes the shoes. Those are the layers for the shoes. This is the original sketch. Let's see, there it is. And then this is the foundation for the shoes. Starting right here, I'm gonna start doing the shirt. It's time for the shirt. So I got blue pants. Let me see if I can do a gray shirt. Let's switch the brush, and what I'm really going to do, and you draw on different layers or colors in different layers, so you can do things like this. You see, it's not messing with the color that's already there because that's in a whole different layer. And if I need to use the eraser because I went too far on something, no problem. Get my eraser, there it is, and I start erasing, and it does not bother the layers that are already there because or the color that's already there because it's another layer. So there you go. Cool, cool, cool. I got another like. All right, I'm collecting likes. Chad Rolfs, word up. Thank you for stopping by. So now that I have sort of the color that I want, let's go ahead like this. See? Boom. Just take it all the way across. And yes, I'm gonna I can draw over those that belt. There it is. There we go. Boom. Because it's in a, I'm gonna do the belt coloring in a different layer. And so there's a yellow glow from underneath. I think that's what's next on the pants, and I didn't do that. So I'll go back to that in a minute. I last worked on this drawing a couple weeks ago. There we go. Yes, I have a bucket. There it is. Boom. Bucket is done. Fix those parts that are sticking out. There it is. Very cool. Nice. Nice. That's how it works. Okay, let me look at my model. And that lets you know already like where some of the shadows are gonna go, and how there's like brightness right here on this side. Let me see, what do I have? I have a brush. So there's some light over here on the right side. Can we not see it? There we go. On the left, I guess the right side of the body, the left side of our screen. And then on the opposite side, you have some of the light source, but then you have some of the arm blocking that light source. So here's what I do. I make a duplicate of the layer that I just finished, right? So, and then I'm gonna change the blend mode to multiply. Boom, now it gets darker. But I can play with this opacity to make it a lot darker or lighter. So I'm gonna go right here, get the eraser, and just watch where, that the model has some of the brightness. There we go. See that? Just like that. And if it's not enough contrast, there we go. Look at that. We got the contrast we're looking for. Nice. So let's take that like this, more like that. Very cool. So that's one side. Now, this is actually, let's go like this. Come on. Don't you think that's cool? That's super cool. Okay. Okay. Let's take that. Now, the same layer that I just worked on, and all I did was erase. What's up? It's been a while since we went live together. Thank you. That's hot. Thank you. Yes, it's been a while. I see you've been busy. You've been busy on that Instagram and LinkedIn. That's awesome. There was something you were doing, and I was like, I need to do that next. Because, of course, you are the trendsetter, trailblazer, pathfinder in this live stream thing. And I saw you doing the Instagram. and then you were doing, then you had your head, you had two Instagram things going on at the same time. But I'm on Cinemaker, so I don't know if it's going to work that way. Let's see. Or stand by for the next time. We'll make it happen. Let's see if it asks me to do anything at the same time. But I'm on. Let me turn that off. Cinemaker, so I don't know if it's gonna work that way. So it says joined. What are you creating? Okay. I'm creating a digital illustration, but I'm gonna check and see what's gonna happen over here in case I need to do anything. Oh, that's an invite to watch, and I'm streaming from Cinemaker, so I don't know if it does, if a Facebook has all the options as you normally would in a live stream. So I'm sorry. Yes, I am on a Cinemaker right now, and that's what I got going on. Look, I can change my my other camera. It's right there. Oh, and I still got my picture-in-picture there going on. And then, I can't show you, but there's a computer down here. Now, Cinemaker runs on a MacBook Pro. Little tank. Oh, good. All right, cool. Just checking. Because you know how I am. I'm ready to go. Let's jump on it. But yeah, Cinemaker now runs on a MacBook. So that's kind of cool. All right, so I made a copy of the shirt layer. There's that one, right? And this shirt layer is where I did I used the eraser to show where the light is hitting. I'm gonna make another copy, and now it gets a little darker, right? So let me go ahead and go like this. And then we're gonna go with the same eraser. Now we're gonna erase the other side. And you see this side kind of looks lighter also, but the contrast is less than the contrast on the other side. And this is lucky for us that we have all this gear that's going to be in front. Boom, boom. Just like that. Just like that. Boom. Okay, going to bed. Cool. Thank you for stopping by, Liberty. Okay, and then I can kind of go like this here to give me also a little bit of extra. Bang, bang, bang. I do a lot of my live streaming on Behance. If Facebook would pay me, then I'd do a lot of live streaming on Facebook too. In any case, you can catch a lot of my live streams on Behance. So let's change this a little bit. Yeah, like that. So let's go, what about this one? There it is. There you go. Just a little bit. Nice. Kind of get some contrast going. Let's go here. Nice. There it is. I feel good about it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Done. Done. Yes, thank you. My ability to spit out designs is bananas. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, drawing is what I like to do. I love drawing. I don't want to do anything else. Just want to cash checks. Drawing and cashing checks. That's all I want. Oh, there we go. My colors are right here. So that has like a whiteness. It's just light brighter. That's what it is. A lightness. Not a whiteness, a lightness. So let's do a gray. Just lighter. And that's what's going to happen here. And I'm going to switch brushes. Let's go. What happened? Yep, wrong layer. Go here. Come on. There it is. I was checking for it, see what happened. What's up, Kirk Harris? It's in the house. I know what I'm supposed to do. I got it wrong. Yes, brother. It's been a minute, man. Oh, yo. I need this world to come back to its senses, please. I need to do one of your ramblages. There we go. So now we have like this other color tone in the background. But you see how bright it is? Watch this. I'm going to turn it down. Come on. There we go. Boom. Boom. There it is. And I'll do I can check and make sure that as a matter of fact, let's check. Now we can't tell much about it right now. I'll do it like this. Oh, I can change that color. What? Look at that. Oh, there we go. I just changed background on Cinemaker, and I did not know you could do that. Don't play with enough things here. Cinemaker's been putting in some work, baby. All right, so now because I can, yes. Let's go ahead and get the eraser. There you go, and tighten this out. See that? I erased the parts that are out there. I could actually use the what you call it too, lasso tool, but in any case, look at this. If I can change that color, I mean, I can go like this. Don't find that blue. Look, I'm getting close. Oh, snap. Look at that. Oh, it's going to make me do some more stuff with that from that background. All right, let's bring that layer down. Let's go right here. And, of course, thank you, Kirk. I appreciate the kind words. You know, I try to do my thing. If we're going to do something, we want to do it right. We want to do our best. It's not so cool. Let's make that big. Let me see how big I can make that. Yeah. Yeah. So now I can turn that down some. Look at that. See? Yes. Yes. I'm doing the coloring without coloring over the line work. That's correct because I have everything in layers. So if you have one layer for the line work, oof, I got a ton of layers as you can see. So there's the line work right there. Boom, just like that. Yeah. I actually need to do a layer on top of that with some white. I got the white on already. Let's go like this. And now I have shaved the beard, so this drawing is out of date. This drawing is from the in-home locked up in the house what you call it days. Make it real light. There it is. Oh yeah. It's making that jump all in into the art biz. Okay, all in. You can talk about the business of art. You can talk about your art. You can talk about anything you want to talk about, but you gotta get in on that art business by stepping into it. So here is that white, correct? That's that layer for that white. Watch this. I'm gonna duplicate that layer, change my color to yellow, right? Go into my layer settings and put the lock on into the transparency. And then now I go like this. Right? So I'm drawing over the layer that I already have right here. That's it, I drew over it. But no matter where I draw, it's only the yellow is only gonna affect the part of the layer that's already colored in because I turned on this lock transparency. Now I go into my layers and I turn that down. There you go. So it's not super dramatic. Not only that, I go get my eraser, get the textured eraser, turn that up, turn me up, boom, and then start slowly erasing away. Let's go here. Some of the edges. Some people like to use the blend tool, and that's cool, I guess. But you want to have layers upon layers upon layers, really cleaning up your work. And then let me turn that back up some. There it is. You see, slowly, let's go like that and like that. So now you can see that it's hard to tell. And you know, some of this is really gonna get lost, but I'm slowly turning down. There we go. So that there's yellow on the bottom. And you know what I didn't do on my arms is do the yellow on the bottom. Come on. Arms are up here. That's the pants. There goes the arms. So above the pants. And under the arms, it's gonna be, is it gonna show? Oops, I'm erasing, not erasing, coloring. There you go, let's turn that down some. So it's not gonna show there. Let me do the pants. Turn that down. And really I need to use this layer. Yep, duplicate that layer. I'm gonna turn that one off so I remember that what is in there. Do the color and then start coloring in. Look at that. Okay, and I can turn that down some. Oh. So it's not super apparent. And on the shoes too. So the shoes, it's gotta be the shoes. Let's see where we at. There goes that, there goes that. And I think that's it right there. Yep, there it is. Duplicate it. And this new duplication is gonna have the yellow. Oh, hold on, but I gotta turn on the thing. Boom. So it looks like there's some yellow brightness coming from the bottom, you see? It's got two colors. It's got the light source on the top, that is the sun or a bright light, and then a reflection that's coming from the bottom. That's hot. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You need to do some live streams about your drawings, because I want to know how you do it. Your anatomy is insane. The muscles be built up on top of muscles. The muscles be working out and have their own muscles. Yeah, you gotta share that. Cool, cool, cool. So there it goes. Now, oh yeah, I did want some yellow on the arms. So the arms, I think, and around here, where's this? That's that, that. There we go. And that's I don't see what that is, but it's not it yet. There you go. So, okay, so then I don't know what's that. Oh, these are my colors. Those are my colors. That's what it is. Yep, the colors. There we goes that, and boom, give me more. So here, oh, I need to turn that off. It's like, why is it not working? Did I do something? Yep, there it goes. So do it lightly. Look at that. And bring that down. Boom. Boom. There it is. Now I erase it with the sharp one. There he goes. A little tighter. There we go. Nice. There's something else right there I didn't erase before. Okay. Nice. Nice. There you go. You know, like with any piece of work that you want to be proud of, it's gonna take. You're a nerd with it, bro. That's right. I know. That's why I'm calling you out. Stream some of your work, bro. You know, and Kirk Harris is one of those artists who, like, they put in the time into the drawing, and you can tell it. You can see it. You know, everybody can be an artist. You know, nothing wrong with that. You draw something, great. You can color something in, cool. You know, but you want your work to stand out and be banging. Well, in that case, you know, yeah, there's a few things you should be doing about it. Yeah. Try something. Try working on that piece a little extra. Go a little further with your quality, with your work, and you'll see it. People will see it, and they're gonna love it. Oh, am I on the right? No. There it is. That's it. Yep. But you're gonna have to put the work in. And that's where a lot of people fall off. This is Sketchable app. It's available on Windows. As a matter of fact, let's see. You can't see my whole screen because it's funny the way this screen on the Cintiq works. But let me go ahead and minimize this. That's my screen desktop. And then, oh, I got tons of updates. Let me see. There it is. Oh, Sketchable got an update. Oh, snap. I'm going to do that later. Products installed. So anyway, that's what it's called, Sketchable. It's $25 on the Microsoft Store. It's amazing. It's been around for a while. And I do a lot of my artwork in here. What's cool about it is that it you can export this file, this drawing, as a Photoshop file with all its layers, and then open in Photoshop and keep working. It's amazing. You have to export it. You can't bring in the Photoshop file. I don't think so. I've never tried. Huh. What? Let me go back. Let me see. Import an image on a new page. Oh, it's going to do an image. Let's see. Why are you there then if you don't exist? Remove. All right, this is, let me see where I have a Photoshop file. PSD, nothing there. Oh, so it's only going to grab, let me see. All files. Sketchable. Nothing. No, so it only does, let's see. That's AI. A screenshot, so it does PNGs and JPEGs. I don't have any Photoshop files. I do a lot of my work in Illustrator. I think I have something here. Yeah. Oh, these are all PNGs also. Tomorrow I'm gonna be going live. Oh, I know what I got. The storyboard. Tomorrow I'm gonna go live and create a JPEG, no PSDs. So you cannot import PSDs. So yeah, so you can draw in Sketchable, export as a PSD, but you cannot import PSDs. Trying to improve your coloring as your method is mad tedious. Yes, and that's why I don't color like this. Because it takes a long time. If you guys have been paying attention to my streams, you gotta check out this stuff I did. This right here. And so this is on Adobe Fresco, and it's like it took a long time to get here, and I'm not done. This coloring is not complete. Like, there's a ton of gradients that need to go on here. Whew. Man, I don't do this stuff often because it takes a long time. All right, are we done here? Come on, there we go. So let's get to this. All right, let's turn that back on. There we go. All right, so where was I? Defeats. Somewhere in defeats. Let's see. And I'm going to have to take a break and get a drink because my mouth is dry. Okay, so then this is going to be the belt. And both belts. And they're going to be brown. Let's see what kind of brown I got over here. Let's go this brown. Nah. Let's go with this brown. Little leather brown. Change my brush. Turn down the size so that I need to turn that off. And that's it. Anything you find in Photoshop, those tools are here. The illustration, drawing tools. Not everything. The big advantage that Sketchable has is that it has the basic foundation for digital drawing. The tools that are going to help you get your digital drawing together. Not all the things that Photoshop has or Illustrator, because those things, there are a lot of settings to manage. And then Illustrator is really made for, oh yeah, I need to do the yellow. Photoshop is made for designers, illustrators, painters, all types of digital artists, and so when I started my drawing career, I started with Illustrator, and I played around with Photoshop, but I found Illustrator real easy to use because my only goal was to do illustrations. And then when I decided to play with Photoshop, it's like there's so many settings and things and brushes, and it's like, yeah, that's cool for the people who know how to use all of that and have a workflow. But when you're starting out and you want to get your feet wet with digital drawing, you know, drawing on the screen and creating something, you want a tool that's gonna get out of your way and draw. That's it. Just get out the way and let this tool, give me the tool so that I can draw. And unfortunately, that's not how it works when you're with Photoshop. And so there, that's I got that built. And so that's where Sketchable comes into play. It's amazing to let you just draw. Just focus on the art, brah. I don't like that color. I kind of like the green, the drab green. That's what we're gonna do. You know, well, what if it was green? Nah. I want to do, yeah, let's try that. So ever since I met Sketchable, man, I've been a big fan. I've been using Sketchable since 2016. I've done a ton of drawing demos with Sketchable. I teach Photoshop and Illustrator. But when it comes to drawing, give me Sketchable and we're good. That's it. I don't need nothing else. You can give me anything else. I've used Procreate, Affinity Designer, a ton of iPad apps, but no, I'm cool with this right here. Okay, so now, so you draw one time, right? Everything that's in that layer, and then you make a copy of that layer. Oh, I'm out of layers. That's it. I've hit the limit. Gonna have to combine some of these. Very well. Take it to the limit. Limit. I was watching Scarface the other day. Okay, so merge down. Let me see if I can turn that up. Good. And so that's turned up all the way. What happens if I merge it down? Oh, it went the opposite way. Go back. Come on. What about this one? Okay, that one should merge down proper. It's not too bad, not too bad. There we go. Turn it down some. There you go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Now I can still change the color of the shirt because I feel it's too close to the color that we have on the pants. So it really needs to be a gray. So Sketchable is easier than Photoshop. Yes, it is. Very easy. I love it. And let me tell you, I've been using Illustrator for a long time, right? So I started with Illustrator and Photoshop in 2001. There we go. Brighten up that shirt. Look at that. Bang. Yes. Yes. And so I started with those programs 2001. And then turn those up. Too bright. Let's go here. There we go. And then so I was happy. But when it came that time to so I was happy using the mouse with Photoshop and Illustrator. See, that's the thing. The mouse is one thing. Oh yeah, I know what to do here. And but when it came to, oh snap. But when it came time to use a drawing tablet, something you draw with, something you use a pen with on the screen, ooh, That's about 3,000 layers. It's, and you know, Photoshop would support that many layers, and Sketchable has a limit because it's a simple program designed for you to start simple and work your way up. And so it's cool that doesn't have all the goodies that Photoshop has. Which once you get to that level and you have 1,000 layers, then yeah, you're gonna need a different program. But like I said, when I started my digital drawing, and yep, I know what to do here. Okay, cool. Bring that up. When I started to draw digitally, actually with a pen, then that's when Photoshop, it was too much to try to figure out. So I didn't want to. It did not feel right. And with Sketchable, I was able to get myself together and figure it out. Now, you know, and that was in around 2002, 2012, 2013 when I started drawing digitally on the screen. And then, and so now, of course, I mean, I've tried so many different apps. Yes, I can draw with everything and anything. And I do it still. I still draw with all kinds of other apps. But when it comes to just keeping it simple, let me just focus on my drawing. Let me just draw a little bit. Oh, then this is it. This is Sketchable's job. Sketchable, you're going to put in some work. I feel like I need, oh yeah. Turn that off for now. This is the color. So let's get that. And I'm going to draw some more gray in here. And let me tell you too, Sketchable is constantly being updated. Constantly. All right. Let me see that. Oh, I need the blue. That's what I need. Let me try this and this. Okay, that's the one I want. That's still gray, but that's it. Right here. Boom. That's the color. I forgot what's what. It's hard to keep track. This is that, and I'm cool. This is the one. Oh, this is the one. This is the one. There it is. That's the one. Trying to make sense of it all. All right, let's see what happens. Yes. Okay, good. I don't want it that dramatic, but that's what I want. There we go. Just fade out some of that. So now, just playing with the textures so I can get a whole different thing going on here. Oh, and you know what I need? Multiply. Is it a multiply? Yes, it is. I don't like it. All right. I think we hit a place where I'm not happy. All right, let's turn that back up. Oh, it is up. It's very easy to lose control. What's your favorite or best pad to draw on, in my opinion? In my opinion, huh? Best one to draw on. The one you enjoy the most. So I have three things that I measure drawing apps or drawing tablets with. And there's 3 steps to it. you know. And first one is, what's your purpose? You know, what you gonna draw with it? What are you gonna draw and with this device? And so if you're gonna draw stuff for fun, anything will be fine, right? Just draw with anything. If you're a beginner, and I know you're not a beginner, oh, Kurt, I'm just talking in general terms, then paper and pencil. You know, forget a tablet. Better draw with a paper and pencil. That's my ramblage. Ramblage. You don't need no tablet. Now, but I think I'm cool. I'm cool with that now. Okay, it's getting there. All right, let's see. How about that? Boom. So now I can turn that down some and turn that down. See, now they work together. All right, it's not so harsh. I was trying to get it's okay. Like some of the parts have a little harsh extra shadow, but not all of it. All right, so then, so first thing is purpose. So what are you gonna do with it, right? Like, what are you gonna create? Now, if you need some client work, you know, you're gonna need a good machine. But if you're gonna do some play around, creative, and explore, you can get away with a bunch of simple things. Simple devices will do. An iPad will do. Like, cool. You can use an iPad. Go ahead, get that iPad. All right, so that's purpose. But if you, now that's number one. Two is budget. How much money you got? If you got a lot of money, then get what you want. You know, yeah, go for it. Boom, now I can do another layer. And I'll do this blue. So then you can get if you got money, iPad, Surface, even a Google device, which I do not recommend. Do not recommend any Google device. And that's because they don't have updates like other devices do. Oh, I see what's going on here. And so after 2 years or so, that Google device is going to not get updates. A Chrome device, don't do those. All right. So but if it's about the budget, right? So if you got money, what was that budget? Purpose, still in purpose. Oh yeah, so it's creative. I'm sorry, I'm getting all caught up. I'm thinking about drawing and I'm thinking. So purpose is to explore, get an iPad. But purpose is for client work, professional grade work. You need a Surface. Because the Surface runs the iPad, I'm rambling, I can dig it. A Surface will get you Photoshop and Illustrator. And no matter what apps are out there in the world, when you're dealing with clients, they need their files. And they need to be able to use them properly in whatever program they're working with. So, yeah, so let's go with that, boom. So yeah, but they're gonna need Photoshop and Illustrator, and so you're gonna need a real computer, not an iPad. An iPad is sort of, kind of like a computer, but it's not a computer. All right, boom, give me another layer. Boom, go here. And so, so yeah, that's what you want to think about, a purpose. Then, so pricing, you got money, buy 10 of everything. Who cares? You rich. Don't matter. Don't matter what it costs. However, if you want to work on a budget, they got iPads that are $300, brand new, in the store. And that's gonna give you plenty of good work, an iPad. But if you got $1,000, you better get you the Surface, because again, it's a computer. You see, it's price, purpose, and then preference. And the last thing is preference. It's like, what do you prefer? Are you what they call them, Apple fanboy. Well, if you're an Apple fanboy, you're gonna need an Apple stuff, some Apple stuff. Fine, get the Apple stuff. And in that case, let's get rid of that. In that case, you know, you want things tied into your iPhone, to your MacBook. You know, it's all Apple stuff. But if you know Windows, and you know, Windows come a long way. This Windows 10, I've been in love with Windows since it was Windows 8. I've been deep with Windows since. When it was Windows 7, Windows 8 was coming, and folks were going crazy about Metro. And so that's a big deal. Is what Windows can do now. Whatever your ideas of what Windows could do before, a long time ago, that's not how Windows works today. So yeah, get it together. Get it together and try out what Windows can do. I wonder why I have this white. I don't understand it. And so preference, you know, some people are, like I said, they're really hardcore with so it is something on top of this, and I'll find it. Some people are really hardcore about what they use. Me, I'm agnostic. I'm computer agnostic. I have six surfaces, 3, 4, 5, 6 surfaces, 3 iPads, 2 MacBook Pros, an iMac. I have several. Oh, so it does. Oh, I know what happened. That was on. You gotta pay attention. I have a couple of PC desktops, and let me tell you something. Ramblage. If you're a professional illustrator, you need to have more than one computer. It's like being a mechanic and you only have one wrench. What are you talking about? Being a carpenter and you only have one hammer. I need to talk about this in my Thriving Artist Art Life Shorts. It's like, what are you talking about? Your computer is down and you can't do work. What? Not if you're a professional. We all have to eat, but we all have to sacrifice to get those things that we need to make that business thrive and survive. Better get you some sponsors. Better get you some investors. You know who your investors are? Your parents, your family. My wife has been my investor, my supporter, my business partner. If you're single, well then, you know, you gotta work your way. You're rich. Yes, I am. Leroy, what's up, bruh? I am rich. But imagine that, Leroy. What if you're doing a painting, your brush breaks, middle of the night, you only have one brush. You gotta wait till the morning to go get another brush, or the brush is too expensive to go buy a brush. That is, you know, it's a sad state that some artists live in. But that's not professional. You want to get paid for drawing? Better have more than one paintbrush. And if you're deep into painting, then you would have several paintbrushes. If you're deep into singing, you would have several microphones. I got 3 microphones. I got 2 USB microphones. I have 5 lav microphones. Like, I'm deep into the thing that I like to do. And I have the gear to back me up. And when a contract comes around, a client comes around and say, hey, Dan, we need this and that and the other. Can you do it? And I'm like, yeah. And let me tell you, if I ain't got the gear for it, guess what? I know tons of folks. I'm going to go to Leroy's house. I'm going to go to Kirk's house. Who else over here? Indeed, sweat, sacrifice, and success equals success. That's right. I'm going to go to Liberty's house. Nah, Liberty ain't going to let me grab her stuff, her gear. But she'll be like, well, Dan, it's going to cost you. I'll be like, all right, well, let's do this gig. That's the thing. A long time ago, in the 2000s, early 2000s, when I had a tattoo shop, and on Ponce de Leon, across the street from Ponce City Market, really across the street from the liquor store, which reminds me I'm thirsty. Now, what happened was we had a whole network of computers, and so a friend of ours, his computer broke down or something happened, and he said, "Look, can I come in and use your computer and do some Photoshop work?" I'm like, yeah. It's a long time ago, right? And it's like, yeah, all right. And I think when he asked us, he said that he would give us some money. Now, we didn't care because the computer's just sitting there. And so he spent all day working on a project and that he got paid for, and all he did was ask us permission to come in and use our computer. Right now we can't go out much, but there are libraries that have Macs in them. All right. There are arts organizations you can join, and they got computers in there. Like, there's no excuse for someone who wants to make art their profession there's no excuse for them not to have access to stuff. Here's two more stories. So I'm not trying to take down people, and nobody in particular. I'm just saying this is some experience stories. My wife, she was going to DeVry, and at that time, 3 kids on her own. Come on, there it is. And trying to make it happen. And no computer, or a computer that was not it. And so what did she do? Boom. Back in those days, Walmart had good computers sitting out. Now they're like behind glass or locked up. Mike May's in the house, baby. So what she did was, she had one of her kids with her, middle of the night, and she was using one of Walmart's computers to do her homework. I'm telling you, there's like access to stuff out there. We can't say we're professional or want to be professional and then don't have the tools to make it happen. So here's another story, and she's told it in my podcast before. Alyssa Lewis, she was in school. I don't know which school she was in. And she was working on a project, an animation project. She's an animator. She has an Emmy. She won an Emmy. And she did not have the computer to work on it outside of school, and she couldn't be in school all the time that she needed. She didn't have a thumb drive. All right, no thumb drive, just a little basic USB drive, right? So she had access to an old cheap camera, Kodak cameras that take several pictures. You crack them open or whatever, and somehow it might have been digital. It was a digital camera. It was one of those cheap digital cameras, and so what she would do is she would go to Walmart, work on a project, and use that camera as a thumb drive and save her work on that camera. And then when it was time to turn in her work and show off, she had the video file of the animation she created on that camera. Now those are poor times, right? I'm talking about like stuff that's like struggling times when it's like people just don't have the means to get something. Today's world, we all have an iPhone of some kind, of smartphone. If it's not an iPhone, it's some kind of smartphone. We all have access to a lot of things today. And when you have access to eat, you have access to find a way to connect with people, to get the things that you need to help you elevate your work, elevate your process, elevate your professionalism. What time is it, sir? Mr. Gary Baker. It's time for some cinemaking. That's what time it is. Cinemaking time. And that's what I'm using, Cinemaker, right now. Cinemaker does not work with my Behance. Not yet. There's a whole ton going on with them that doesn't allow me to use my Cinemaker. But I use it here. I do what I can with it right now, right here. Mr. Gary Baker makes it happen. He is the man. I want to be like Gary one day when I grow up. Anyways, that is my stories about how I know of some hardships that we've all been through, and sometimes you just gotta find a way, because that's what you say you want, you know. And all the computers I have, I didn't get them for free. Nobody just handed them and said, "Hey, Dan, you're kind of cool. You're a nice guy." Like, yeah, I know I'm a nice guy. I wasn't always nice, but yeah, you're a nice guy. I put in work, and I show that I can provide a service or provide some kind of assistance that will help me help somebody, so then I can have access to other things that I need to further my career. And that's how I got all the devices that I have. That's how I've gotten connections, and that's how I know Gary Baker of Cinemaker and Benjamin of Cinemaker, is that I put in work. I do the stuff that you don't see other artists doing. I'm out there meeting people in conventions and meetups and hackathons, and next thing I know, I'm invited to something else, and then next thing I know, boom, access, and then boom, now I'm doing something that I wasn't doing before, that I wouldn't get a chance to do if I sat at home just drawing and bragging, saying, "I can draw, give me a chance, you know. So any case, get you a computer, get up to date, find the people that can help further your career, barter. I got a lot of devices I've bartered with folks. I just go ahead and say, listen. You want something I got something you want. Come on, let's do this. You know you want to. You know you want a tattoo. Nobody needs a tattoo, but they'll do it. They'll get it because they want it. I've got, as a matter of fact, that computer right here, it's right there. It's the one with the white screen in the background. I did a tattoo for that computer. But they wouldn't have just, met me on the street and be like, "Oh, you do tattoos? Yeah, sure." Nah, I got years and years of experience, of portfolio. I got a ton of work that people can see that I can do. So there, artists, you gotta have at least 2 computers if you want to be a professional. Just like in the baseball field, because Gary, he likes baseball. I like baseball. He's a bigger Dodger fan than I am. But any case, like in the baseball field, when the ball goes out into the crowd, they don't stop the game. Be like, "Well, we can't play because we out of balls." They don't do that. The umpire goes into his pocket. It's like, "Here goes another ball." Like, "Word, thanks, ump." That's how professionals work. It's like, yeah, I lost that computer. That computer crashed. I've had several computers break on me. I've had external drives die on me. I've lost tons of work. And so you save up. And there was a time, a long time ago, when and my brother was here living with me in Atlanta, and we were eating $1 Taco Bell, passing out flyers every day, getting people prepared to come to our tattoo shop, because we were opening a tattoo shop. And so we were passing out flyers all day long and only eating some Taco Bell at the end of the day, because that's all the money we had. That's it. That's all the money we had. And I've been 10 years, when was that? 2006 2005, shut down my tattoo shop. 2006, I went down to the basics to pay my bills, very basics. And there you go. And yep, that's fine. I'll do that. Got rid of everything I did not need, so that I can just focus on doing the kind of art that I want to get paid to do, and not take on projects that do not bring me happiness. And so whatever money I had left from shutting down my tattoo shop, I spent it on computers, spent it on software, spent it on pencils, on markers. Boom, stay focused on that only and nothing else. That's all I need in life. All I need in life is some art materials, baby. Oof, I'm addicted to art materials. All right, sorry, keep going on in a ramblage. See, that's what Kirk did that. A ramblage. I used to call my ramblages, I used to call them, what was the name? Unpopular opinion. That's what they were. Yeah, because not too many people agree with what I got to say when it comes to that stuff. So it's an unpopular opinion. You got to spend money, like on the Creator Cloud. People are not happy about that. You gotta, get used to writing emails, talking to people in meetings, and talking about your artwork, and coming up with what do you call them? Artist statement. That's it. Those are things that we as artists have to get used to doing. You have to get up and do presentations in front of people and talk about your work. Who are you? Why do you draw? What is this about? Why should we pay you instead of somebody else? There we go. Boom! I like it. Okay, gotta clean up a little bit more right there. Get this. Turn that down. Turn that down. Take down some of that. It's a little too much. There we go. But that's something that we have to do as artists and as creatives. There's a saying that I used to say all the time. I need to keep reminding folks, is that if you don't make money with your art, somebody else will. And guess what? I just saw a whole situation go down on YouTube from an artist. Art supplies are my crack. That's right, Kurt. I can't walk into an art store and just say, nah, I'm just going to look around. I'm going to look around and buy some stuff. There's a thing that went down on YouTube. And what happened was this company on YouTube does a lot of reviews on there you go, let's erase that part right there, on devices and products. That's their thing, right? That's what they do. Boom. I need to erase some of that other erasing. This one, nope. I don't know if that's gonna work. And so what they did was, so they do a lot of device reviews and so on. Cool. Well, they messed around, and they used somebody else's video, an artist's video. They used an artist's video of his review on their video, and they didn't tell nobody. They didn't even tell the artist. So of course that artist, is well known. If you check on my Twitter, you'll see me responding to some of the things that he had to go through. And so of course he's well known. So some of the people who follow him also follow that other channel, so they saw his work. They're like, wait a minute, that doesn't look right. So they told him, and so he reached out. They didn't get a response. He had to do a takedown notice with YouTube. YouTube responded, put a strike on that people's channel. Oh, they're big mad. They are big mad. They ain't mad about their use of this other artist's work. They ain't mad about that. They ain't mad that they got caught using somebody else's work, and they knew they were wrong because in that in those videos, in that video they made out of this artist video, they cropped out. They zoomed in to show the product, and they cropped out his name. They didn't give him any credit, nothing. So it's like, wait a minute, you knew what you was doing. And so now they're mad that they got a strike against them, but they're not mad about what they did. And so the artist, he did a series of videos talking bad about these folks and showing the emails that he's getting from these folks where they kind of admit that they did wrong, but they accusing him of targeting them and wanting them to lose out and get their channel shut down. And that's getting their channel shut down as a result of them what they did, not because this artist has it for them. You know, this artist has and they had 100,000 views on this video, and it was up for a month. So that's all these eyeballs and all this ad revenue coming to that company, and the artist is not getting any of it. Not only that, there's more. It's got the takedown. They got the takedown, so now they're mad. And so they come back and they want to offer the artist a little bit of cash to take back the takedown, even though that's a policy that you got to go through with YouTube. But when the first video came out of the artist talking about somebody stealing his content and using it, and when he was showing off the other people's video who has stolen it, it showed who there was a sponsor. So really what these people were mad about is that they look bad in front of their sponsor. That's the reality. They look bad in front of their sponsor because their video got taken down on a copyright strike, and I don't know the details. I don't know, like, you know, really what's the deal. I just know that I saw a sponsor name, and if I had to explain that to my sponsors, whew, I'd be big mad too. But they brought it on themselves. The point of it is, the artist saw it. He tried to get it taken care of. They ignored him, and he got it taken care of on his own. I've had that happen. The people ignore you. So then you got to do the takedown notice, and they're gonna get mad because their video is gonna come down. The revenue, they're gonna lose out on the revenue. I don't know all the rules about that, but then you got to look at your sponsor and be like, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I mean, do another video, you know, because when you do sponsor stuff like that, you want to talk to your sponsor. You want them to know that you did the work. You want them to see the results of their sponsorship. If I have a sponsor and I create content, then once that content hits the street, then I'm going to go back to my sponsor and be like, boom, here's the results in week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Oh no, there's no week 5 because we got a takedown notice. How do you explain that? And then there's somebody talking about it on YouTube. If you don't make money with your art, somebody else will. So you need to find the way to make it happen for you. All right, I need to jump off for a second, but I think that's it right there. Art Life All In. I need to fix that text. Give me a second. Boom, we're back. Make sure I got good volume. Got my drink, about to take a sip, but I wanted to jump back in. Here we go, turn that on. Picture in picture, baby. Ooh, they're good. This is a jarrito. It's a tamarind flavor. Ooh, that's my favorite. I like this piece. I'm sad that I ran out of layers, but I think I can still maneuver one more. Let's see. No, that's it. See, what can I do to put a layer on top of another layer? Let me see. Maybe, okay, this one. Could I bring that one down? What happens? Huh, take it up. There it is. Now I can do another layer. Boom. And then this, oh, not that. I want this, just a new layer. You can't see that bottom part, huh? Here we go. And so white, let's go with white. I'm almost done here. I'm almost done. Let's try a different color just so I can see what's happening. Yep, let's go with that. Take it up. And go here. There you go. Yes! Get my eraser. You know, all this coloring and stuff is a combination of color and erasing and color and brushes and so on. Thank you, Kirk. That's tight. The shadowing is stellar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see if you can see all that. Yep. Let me get rid of that. Boom. Oof, that's the wrong brush. Or too small. There we go. Boom. There you go. Blend it out. There we go. Blend it out, baby. There we go. And I can turn it down some more. Actually, I should have done that. Let's go back. Boom. Yep. Just play with the settings. Somebody asked me on Twitter if I have downloaded brushes and things. Like, nah, I use the brushes that are here in Sketchable, and I just play with the design till I get what I want. Look, see, you can get it lighter or darker. There we go, just a little tone. Boom, that's perfect. There it is. And I can play with this color down here too. You can't see my background colors, but the background layer, but you can see how. So I'll turn that back up a little bit. Bam! Art Life all in. I need to fix that. Those letters. It's a lot of layers here. I'm gonna export it too before I go. Yeah, there it is. So let's see, no more layers. So I gotta erase that. I'm actually gonna write it right here. Then I'll fix it. So yeah, it's too big. That's right. It's a digital palette, Kirk. I have two swatches. I got this swatch here. Then there's a swatch. Actually, that's the swatch right here on the right. So I got all the colors that I could possibly need, and I can bring in the colors that I'm using now and so on. But I actually have my color picker, and I got tons of different ways I can pick color. So I keep it here, but you got other ones. And then the color that you saw, actually, what happens on the bottom of the screen, you can't see that. There's I have a set palette, and if I double click that palette, then I get this to pop out. Then I can change that if I want. So it's all kinds of ways to get to color. This Sketchable is made to get to the drawing faster. Don't worry about the tools. Don't worry about all what you got to do. Just get to the drawing faster. Oh yeah, I was gonna draw it here. Let's see if we're gonna go like this. And since I'm out of layers, usually I draw this first and then I put it on another layer. How do I do that? I need to combine another layer. Come on, layers. What is that? I forgot. The beard. Alright, fine. Bring that down. Come on, merge down. Boom. So that's it, they're together. Okay, good, that's fine. Because I can turn that down like this. New layer. Boom, now I draw it right. All right, what do we got? All right, cool. So this was one of my ideas for including this artwork into Sketchable App. Man, it's super crooked though. And we're not gonna go with that. Actually, I have a better idea. So I'm gonna start working on that next week. I'm gonna do it live on Facebook. And then if you wanna catch any of my other live streams, you gotta get on Behance. I'm gonna update some links in the description of this video. Because Behance is where it's at. You know, I want artists to make money with their art, and Behance is where artists are making money with their live streams. But you got to get your live stream stuff together here on Facebook, so you have something to bring to Behance. Art Life. There it goes. Boom. So now I need to write out the words all day. And I guess I'll draw it here. So it's going to be all in. Not all day. Alright. So that's not enough. Let's go here. Let's go like this. Fix it. So now let me get rid of the other ones that I don't need, like this, bang, and go here, turn that back up, go back there, and now I can move this all in. It's got the selection tool or the lasso tool. Let's go like that right there. That's it. Done, done. Move that a little bit. Boom, boom. That's it. Art Life All In. Where is that all in on? As a matter of fact, hold up. Let me. Oh, what was that? Let's see. Redo. Okay. I'm on layers. Okay, this one can go down to that one. Boom. Those can go together. And now, let me find that all in bubble. There it is. And what's in here? There's something in here. A shirt. All right, let's go like that. Get the eraser. Take it down. I like that. Oh, it's the wrong layer. Come on, I thought I selected the layer. Oh, boom, there it is. There you go. Done. Art Life All In. Just jump in. Get your pencils, get your art materials, and just jump on in. You gotta, by jumping in, that means that you're building a portfolio, taking workshops, demos, or tutorials on how to run a business, how to talk to clients, how to understand who is your client, who you're gonna go look for when it's time to sell what it is that you have. That's it. That's what All In is about. Staying up late, yes, that's included too. What time is it? That's only 1:30 in the morning. All right, let's go. Let's save this. Save, file, save. So saving it to Sketchable. Then it's time to export. Export page. Cool, cool, cool. There's my All In right there. That's an earlier version. I save every version. There we go. As I finish the drawing session, I export the artwork. So in case I come back and it's corrupted, the file's corrupted, or the program's corrupted, or the computer doesn't work, I have saved my work. Save. Done, right? There you go, saving. Photoshop export succeeded. Let's go ahead and close this program. Boom. Let's open the folder. Come on. There it is. No, come on. Where are you? It still needs time. Okay, fine. We'll find you. 2020, All In. There it is, All In. Boom. There it goes. The saving right there. This is Photoshop. There's my reference drawing. There's screenshots. Oh, I forgot to take a screenshot. Come back, Sketchable. Even though I'll have, there you go, screenshot. And now let's do one like this with that there. Stage it. You gotta stage it. Boom. There it goes. Screenshot. Boom. Yes. Go back out. All right. There you go. Close it. And then get the screenshots. There it is. All In. Boom. So you gotta have screenshots so that you can upload them to Behance. Yeah. Yeah. There it is. And it shows Sketchable. Word up. Let's open Photoshop while that's updating. All in, baby. That's right, Kurt. Who else is in here tonight? Who's still watching? It says 3 people. I know I'm one of them. Kirk is 2. Who's the 3rd person? All right, here's Photoshop. Open. All In. There we go. Boom. Photoshop file. There it is. Right? Check it out.